There are millions of animals on this planet that we call home. Some are extremely fascinating, some are rare, some soar among the clouds, and some swim in the depths. Hiding in the warm waters of the ocean, from surface level to 3,000 meters down, we find Ctenophora.
Ctenophora consist of 7 orders and 200 known species that are planktonic, meaning exclusively aquatic and small organisms that swim or drift in a body of water. These animals survive in a variety of places, from near the coast to the open ocean.
Ctenophora, though incredibly beautiful, can be difficult to see. Despite having a spherical body of just under 1 centimeter in diameter, they usually have ribbon-shaped tentacles that can stretch up to 2 meters long. Across their body are rows of cilia that we call combs. They beat these combs downwards as a mode of locomotion. Their body is translucent, and all genuses except for Pleurobrachia are capable of bioluminescence. There are 3 different groups of comb jellies. First are the Cinnipids, known for their round bodies and branch tentacles, which contain the sea gooseberry species. Next are the lobates, known for their 2 flattened lobes and short tentacles, which contains the species Calotenata. And last, there are biroids, known for their sac-shaped appearances and lack of tentacles, which contains the species Cordigera.
Ctenophora have mouths but no anus, making them neither protozoans or deuterozoans. Though all species of Ctenophora are carnivores, their eating habits differ between species, but often Ctenophora will eat whatever they can get their tentacles on, such as plankton, fish, or other jellies.
Most Ctenophora are hermaphroditic, with a very few species that are asexual. Eggs and sperm are shed into the water, and through fertilization, an ovid larva develops, called a Cinnipid. In most species, this free-swimming larva grows naturally into a new comb jelly. In the laterally flattened species, such as cestum, rather go through a phase of metamorphosis.
These creatures have a varied lifespan depending on the species, from less than a month to 3 years. This varied life proves to be very important in the stability of marine life ecosystems. As a result of their use in ecosystems and their affinity for warm waters, humans can use the quantity of Ctenophora near the surface to assess the stability of marine ecosystems from effects like climate change.
There is very little known about Ctenophora in terms of its history for a multitude of reasons. Some of the reasons include how extremely fragile they are, the inability to be preserved, and many of their living locations are far beyond the surfaces of the water. These few reasons make it very difficult for scientists to identify and research these animals. One technique scientists may use is a gene-based phylogenetic tree. This tree shows how closely related comb jellies are to jellyfish and how contrasting comb jellies are to chordata. This is not surprising given the differences between chordates and comb jellies.
Although highly controversial, they are believed to be a part of the earliest lineage of Metazoa. The phyla that is believed to be closest related to comb jellies are the Cnidarians, or jellyfish. Before recent research, jellyfish and comb jellies were classified under the same category, the Coelenterata. However, this term is no longer used. Although new literature discussing the evolutionary history of comb jellies is ever-changing, the relationship between comb jellies and jellyfish can be seen here. This phylogenetic tree also shows the close relationship that comb jellies have with the sponges, or porifera.
The group has lived under the surface of the ocean for close to 500 million years. Their position on the phylogenetic tree of life and their relationship to other phyla are highly contested and debated. The main reason for this is because of a very small amount of fossils that have been found as a result of having no bones. And with those that have been found, scientists hypothesize that they may have been previous comb jellies that had disassociated themselves with jellyfish.
These animals are so important to research as they are believed to be the first animals to have organized tissues. Comb jellies have an epidermis and nervous system. In addition, they were the first to learn to travel in water with muscles rather than streaming along the waves of the ocean.
Using these distinguishing traits, you can create a phylogenetic tree from a data matrix. This tree, as did the others, display a close relationship between jellyfish and comb jellies, as well as a relationship between porifera and comb jellies, and a distant relationship between comb jellies and mollusca.
Published and peer-reviewed literature, however, is most frequently more accurate than a data matrix-based phylogenetic tree. These student-produced phylogenetic trees are not based on previous research, resulting in more inaccuracies. Phylogenetic trees based solely on genes can be inaccurate due to genetic convergent evolution, and trees based solely on traits can be inaccurate due to homologous and analogous structures.